Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Draymond Green reveals reason for Warriors' recent struggles. The Golden State Warriors' struggles have been clear this season. At 36-34 and in 10th place as of March 26, the Warriors have to figure things out in the near future if they want to secure a playoff spot. For a team that's used to winning championships, fighting for a spot in the playoffs wasn't expected. Draymond Green revealed the reason for the struggles this season, speaking on the Warriors' bad habits. "We lose a lot of games that we should win. In this league, you have to win the games you're supposed to win and steal a few that you're not supposed to win. But if you lose the ones you're supposed to win, you're in for a long year." The Warriors are just a half game ahead of the Houston Rockets for the final spot in the Western Conference play-in tournament. Golden State plays the Rockets on April 4, a game that could be the deciding factor in the season. After the Golden State Warriors lost to the Minnesota Timberwolves on March 24, which featured another blown lead, head coach Steve Kerr told reporters he can't keep riding Stephen Curry every game. "We can't expect to just ride Steph game after game after game," Kerr told reporters after the loss. "These last few weeks have been really tough on him. We've put the burden of this franchise on his shoulders for 15 years. We can't expect him to play 35 minutes. We have 5 games in 7 days on this road trip. If you want to say that him playing 30 minutes instead of 32 is the difference in the win or the loss, I totally disagree with that. We're trying to win the game. We're trying to keep him fresh." While the comment from Kerr is accurate, the Warriors might have to ride him the remainder of the way. Curry expressed a similar feeling as he saw the Timberwolves go on a big run while he was on the bench. "Obviously, you're comparing it to the last game and my normal rotation, like I want to play as many minutes as I'm fresh and able to, so a little bit surprised, knowing that, Timberwolves, were just going on the run," Curry told reporters after dropping their second straight loss. The frustrations are clear for the Warriors as the end of the dynasty looks like it can be coming to an end. The Golden State Warriors can beat anyone on any given night because of Curry and the others around him. Green and Klay Thompson are past their primes but can still make winning plays at their absolute best. However, being so late in the season, it's time to view the Warriors as what they are. They've struggled this season, and at some point, a team is who they're showing to be. For the Warriors, they're not a very good team. It wouldn't be surprising to see them go on a run given their playoff success, but it doesn't seem likely with how they've played this year. Golden State Warriors, Chris Paul joins rare company after achieving 2 major milestones in game against the Miami Heat. The Golden State Warriors snapped their 2-game losing streak by routing the Miami Heat 113-92 on Tuesday night to keep them in the play-in mix. However, that's not the only cause for celebration for them. That is because, along the way, their point guard Chris Paul climbed up in the NBA's all-time steals and regular season games played list. Chris Paul became the 3rd player in NBA history to reach the 2,600 steal threshold. The only players above him are fellow legendary floor generals, Jason Kidd, 2,684, and John Stockton, 3,265. Paul is also now number 34 in the all-time regular season games played list with 1,261 games and counting, surpassing his good friend, Carmelo Anthony. If he plays 10 of the Golden State Warriors' 11 remaining regular season games this year, Chris Paul will surpass John Havlicek, 1,270, at number 33. Last summer, the Golden State Warriors acquired Chris Paul from the Washington Wizards in exchange for Patrick Baldwin Jr., Jordan Poole, Ryan Rollins, and 2 future draft picks. In 47 regular season games this year, Chris Paul has averaged 9.2 points, 3.9 rebounds, 7.0 assists, and 1.2 steals per game, playing as their 6th man and backup point guard to Steph Curry. Chris Paul missed a lot of games but returned in late February due to a fractured left hand he sustained in January. Against the Miami Heat yesterday, Chris Paul went scoreless but had 2 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals in 23 minutes of playing time. However, the Golden State Warriors still managed to win, with Klay Thompson leading the way with 28 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 three-pointers made. The Golden State Warriors badly needed this win, even if Draymond Green doesn't feel that worried, because the Houston Rockets are hot on their heels with a 9-game winning streak. They are clinging to the 10th spot in the Western Conference with a 37-34 record. Golden State will take on the Orlando Magic next in the second game of their 4-game road trip. Adam Silver won't do anything. Gilbert Arenas goes off on TikToker referee Tony Brothers punishing Chris Paul. Gilbert Arenas and his crew are back with another statement. This time, the crew of Gil's Arena talked about the Chris Paul incident. The Golden State Warriors star was issued a technical foul for his behavior during the team's loss at home to the Indiana Pacers. Chris Paul faced ejection in the closing seconds of the game. This came after he received his second technical foul. He spoke to the media about the reason for the ejection. It was a weird reason to eject someone as well. Gilbert Arenas didn't have any of it. Further, he used his platform to question what the NBA commissioner would do about it. He said, "Arenas did make a fair statement. An ejection of this kind has no place in basketball." After speaking to the media, Chris Paul went ahead and posted a TikTok video of Tony Brothers on his Instagram social media page. Apparently, by the look of things, the official got worried about his TikTok popularity and then saw it as warranting a technical foul for CP3. However, Arenas, known for his candid comments, could not resist the urge to make a mockery out of the situation. Chris Paul had revealed the reason why he got ejected following his team's 123-111 loss at the hands of the Indiana Pacers. It was a moment that even stunned coach Steve Kerr. Chris Paul further shed more light on his thoughts about the famous match official. Paul explained what transpired during the press conference. This is what he shared: "I called him a TikToker and I got a tech. That was the first one. I just said TikToker, and he gave me a tech. Second one, I just said he has too much power, you know what I mean. He gave me another tech. He the judge, the jury and all that." The officials in any sports have caused uproar amongst the fans. However, some NBA officials have repeatedly done worse things imaginable. CP3 has a history of clashing with the referees. Nevertheless, the Warriors were on their way to a home loss before the ejection. Hence, it did not affect the game all that much. Paul ended the game with 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists in the loss against the Pacers. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation of Gilbert Arenas? Leave your opinion in the comments.